Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on last year's national champion, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go on the attack first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
He's got the tight end. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Trying play action. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. Turning it on! Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vaughn. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle, it's Townsend. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do.
Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cyclones!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gallagher. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's White. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Hansen. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. To the ground to try to move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabs it in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quarterback keeps it. Thrust that arm out. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes a grab deep. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to take off. Inside the 35. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do that.
There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll keep it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Hansen. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Cyclones racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down for the tackle. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Brown will throw it. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. He'll pull it on the read. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. The screen, and watch out. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a touchdown, Mountaineers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looking for blockers. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He now has 80 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Might as well give it to him again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got his man downfield.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Brown wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late, looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Iowa State! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown will throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in. Down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get it.
Touchdown, Cyclones! And the punishment has been extended. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Brown wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off! What a play by this defense! This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could